Welcome to day 13 of 30 days of AL programming. And today we're going to look at the field groups because they control the display of drop downs and the display of tiles in Business Central for your table.
Hii ni Tech na Msangi ya jishinde.com.
So when you create a table like the way I have defined this particular table, you do have when you have the number field and the okay, most of the time the drop down will display the primary key of the field. So if we have the code or number, which is the primary key, automatically the drop down will display that. But if you have the description also or the name, by default Business Central, the Business Central engine automatically appends it to the field groups. So if we had a description here, for instance, so we'll basically have this table having the number and description as the drop down fields. So this is just a report that is using the same table, and it's the first one on launch so that you can be able to see. Okay, so let's see. So we do have now the number and description automatically. Despite not having a field group, we do have it displayed here. So if this field name changes from description to maybe a certain name, maybe of the field, we only expect the primary key displayed, that is the number displayed. So let's run and see whatever is displayed. I've changed my schema update mode to force sync because I've changed the name of the field. So here we are, and it's getting ready. We can see clearly that the number only is the one that will be displayed in the drop down. So any other field that is not named as name or description, if a field group isn't defined, then this particular field is not defined. So we can be able to determine the fields that will be displayed in the drop down. So right under the keys, or we have added the field groups, what do I call it, the field groups control, and here we can now define a field group which contains a name, which it can either be a drop down or a brick. And for the drop down now, we can say that it should have the number followed by the certain name and followed by the balance. So our drop down should display that, and then we can have now the brick field group. So basically the brick is determining how the field will be displayed, or the fields that will be displayed in tile view mode for the pages. But for now, let's start with the drop down field group. So the field group defines a new group of fields in the table. Okay, have I initiated the run? There we are. So let's see the fields that will be displayed. So ideally also in the brick can also give us an option of having an image if we have an image for the list page, similar to how the customers table is. So our drop down now contains the number, description, balance. Why is it called description? Did we rename it back? Oh, the caption is description, but the name is a certain name. So it's because of the caption which you didn't change. So ideally we now have the three fields that we have defined in our display, and it's so simple to have that control for the grouping. So for now, the brick the brick enables us choose or determine how the display of the tiles will be in the system. So when you go to maybe tiles here, in this case, we can see that we do have an image which is part of a brick now for the base application for the customer table. But now this is the first field. So the first field contains uh, a small font, like this is the number. So the second field contains this big font. So field number 2, which should be the name or the description, should be a field that has a way of a good identification. It should identify that particular record in a way, and mostly either the name or the description. And then so the other fields now can be added depending on what you'd like to display in your system. So that's it for field groups and drop down and bricks. So the bricks are as well defined similar to the field groups. There's no difference. We just say brick and then number maybe, and so a certain name or the description should be the second, followed by whatever you want, and then the image, if you'd like the image to be part of the display of the tiles. So I'll see you in day 14 of 30 days of AL.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one.